when God said, the seed, to you it shall be for meat, meaning the main substance of your food, because it's high in the 3 essential food groups: fibre, proteins and fats. I'd like to have a look now at how fat is being used as a medicine today. And we're going to begin by looking at what happened in about the 1920s, 1930s. A group of doctors were fasting their epileptic patients. And they found that when their epileptic patients were fasting, their seizures reduced. When you fast, what does your body live on? Your fat stores, yeah? And your fat stores get broken down in the liver. So the liver breaks the fat down to ketones. And ketones, they discovered, were neuroprotectors, neurohealers. But you got to eat. And so what they did was they came up with a diet that mimicked how the liver processed the fat. So they came up with a high-fat diet called the ketogenic diet. You've heard of the ketogenic diet? The ketogenic diet is a high-fat diet. Let me give you an illustration of a ketogenic diet. Breakfast would be 6 eggs, 4 rashers of bacon, and maybe a quarter of a pound of butter. But they found that people found it so hard to eat so much fat. And so Dr. Bruce Fife, in his book, Stop Alzheimer's Now and Stop Autism Now. Stop Autism Now is about all neurodegeneration in children. Stop Alzheimer's Now is about all neurodegeneration in adults. And about the 4th chapter, there's a chapter called The Ketone Miracle, where it gives the story of how the ketogenic diet came to be. But the seizures in many people stopped. So what Bruce Fife comes up with is the coconut ketogenic diet. And the coconut ketogenic diet is high in fibre, generous proteins and very generous fats. So he's getting the 3 essentials. He does suggest meat. We suggest legumes, nuts and seeds. So what would be a plant-based breakfast ketogenic diet? It would be a bowl of lentils. It would be maybe a handful of nuts and seeds, maybe a whole avocado, and sliced tomato, and maybe some spinach. And a teaspoon of coconut oil after that. Now, as I describe that to you, that's a lot easier to eat, isn't it? Than this really high fat. And I know, Linda, with the ambrosia this morning, you said it was so nice because you can remember ambrosia of being mostly cream and that fatty, too much. What Bruce Fife says is you start with 1 teaspoon of coconut oil 3 times a day and build up, for an adult, 4 teaspoons of coconut oil 3 times a day. So we had a young man who had a brain tumour, so we wanted him to have more of the coconut oil, but he couldn't handle it. He said, I can't. It makes me feel sick to eat a teaspoon of coconut oil. Some people love it. So remember, you're going with the person. So what our chef did was he made up chocolate, which was, I think, coconut oil and tahini to make it a bit creamy. I think he put some carob powder in it. And if you want a little bit bitter, you can put a little bit of Roma, one of those cereal beverages.